What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Aha. And we're returning to the deluxe edition of Scoundrel Days, thank you again to Philip. And we're going to listen to a demo that was never released, as far as I know, up until this deluxe edition. Which is to say, we're going to hear Days on End, didn't make it onto Scoundrel Days, the proper album, wasn't released at any other point. And yes, the phrase itself speaks to an extended, though perhaps indefinite amount of time, something occurring or having certain characteristics again and again and again for days on end. So there's a sense of time built into it, perhaps also stagnation or monotony. I suppose it could be something incredible and fantastic for days on end, but at some point those qualities would no longer be relevant because it would be the norm. It would be what was expected, so it would no longer be fantastical or unexpected. So yeah, I do wonder, given the way a lot of their songs speak to interpersonal dynamics, relationships, if it's about a relationship that is maybe stagnant or has become monotonous as distinct from some earlier stage. Let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is a demo called Days on End from the deluxe edition of Scoundrel Days by Aha.
Do you know why winter's such a cold and lonely place? If you do, breathe it into my bleached faces, falling from the sheets of my bed, disappear. I hear the clock strike so prettily at the hours. I wear the path deeper, following you. Girl, I knew comes tired home from another working day, cooks some meal, puts the stove and sees the snow fall from white-painted sky, drifting by. And here I come in through the door, I say hello and very little more. Did she love me anymore? Did I went to such a cold place? I'm laughing at the weather. You reminded me of something. It took me years and years to forget. Do you love me anymore?
Well, lyrically, I feel like I wasn't maybe too far away. There's a cold winter setting for the song, there's snow, he's laughing at the weather, which I thought was a funny line in of itself. But he seems to be talking about a relationship that has reached a stage where it's not even clear if the love is still there. It sounds like there's a very monotonous character to their interaction. She comes home from working, starts making a meal. Eventually he comes in, says hello, and very little more. So there's almost like this ambivalence or disinterest toward the other person. They're just kind of there, they're still living together, but he is wondering, do you love me anymore? So maybe internally there's still a residue of emotion, but a lack of outward expression of it, which perhaps is a self-feeding process, because even if you're thinking if there's still a connection, you're wondering if you're not manifesting that, then the other person might recede into their own solitude and disinterest and monotony. So yeah, it feels as cold as the weather outside, and yet the Sonics had a bit of brightness to them, at least some of the aspects. There was that tension string, which I think was a synth, which gave it a bit of tension and uncomfortability. There was that rolling, a bit monotonous, though in a good way. I think it was conceptual piano line or keyboard line, just kind of rolling over and rolling over and rolling over for days on end, continually. So there's a regularity, there's a predictability, maybe even a comfortability, though not emotionally, just functionally. So I feel like the Sonics express a lot of what I took away, at least on a first listen, from the lines. There were a couple lines that the grammar or the phrasing of them was a bit oldie-timey or poetic rather than colloquial, so I enjoyed that as well. And yeah, a really interesting tune, sort of an art piece, not so much a feet on the dance floor or a really catchy chorus. It was just a real exploration of a dark, cold, and wintry type of situation, which seemed to fit the emotions as well as the visuals and the atmosphere. So a cool track, cool bonus tune, unreleased demo. Let me know what you think of it, and I will see you next time. Peace.